There is a distinct difference between being pretty and beautiful. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Wonderfully Made. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate it. As you can tell from the title, I have a very small Mac haul for you today. I had quite a few Mac items that I used up, and of course, you know, Mac has that back to Mac program where you can return empty containers for a free lipstick or a free eyeshadow, depending on which Mac store you go to. So while I was in the car, I decided to pull out my camera and show you guys what Mac products I used up, or I've just about used up. So I am going to insert that video, but first I just want to say welcome once again to all of my new subscribers. To those of you who have been subscribed and have been hanging in there with me, thank you so much once again. If you have stumbled upon my channel for the first time, then I am going to ask you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can keep up with what I have going on this channel. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead on and insert the footage so that you guys can see what Mac products I used up, and then I'm gonna come back and show you guys what I purchased from Mac. Okay, so here we go. I have 4 empty bottles of Mac Fix Plus. Can you tell that I love me some Mac Fix Plus? I absolutely love this stuff. I can barely get through any type of makeup application without finishing the look with Mac Fix Plus. I've tried other setting sprays, and by far this is the best. This may not necessarily be a setting spray in terms of making your makeup last longer, but it does set your makeup. It settles your makeup. It allows my foundation and powders or whatever it is I have on my face to really settle and blend in my skin, and I cannot live without this stuff. Another item that I absolutely cannot live without from Mac is the Mac Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark. And yeah, this is my ride or die finishing powder. I have 2 compacts that I have completely used up. I'll open them for you so you guys can see. And as you can see, I have completely used those up. I think I have 1 that is just about used up and 1 backup. So you can best believe that I will be restocking on my Mac Mineralized Skin Finish really quickly. I absolutely love this stuff. This, along with the Mineralized Skin Finish, I cannot live without it. I need it in my makeup life. So next I have the Mac Prep and Prime Transparent Finishing Powder, and this is just a translucent powder. I really like it, and of course this is in the pressed form, and as you can see, I haven't used it all up, but I am just about done with this one. So, and I don't know, I may not turn this one in today because I like to use it all up. I do not like to leave anything in the pan if at all possible. So this one I may save for next time, but as you can see, I really like it. I don't know if I'm going to repurchase this because I do have other translucent powders that I like better, but I do like to keep this for days when I don't wear makeup, but I want to just kind of make sure my skin is, you know, matte, and this helps control the oils. Even though I don't really have oily skin, I do like to use this. Next I have this Studio Tech in NC50. And basically this is the cream to powder foundation. Like it, don't love it. I probably will not be repurchasing this. And actually, the cream to powder foundation in the shade NC45 actually works better for me than the NC50. The NC50 in this formula tends to oxidize quite a bit on me, so I will not be repurchasing this. Now, I also have an empty Studio Fix Fluid foundation in the shade NC50. This is one of my ride or die foundations. Now, I cannot wear NC50 by itself. I have to mix it with NC45. But I do have another NC50 at home. I bought a backup. I think the last time I purchased some MAC items, I made sure I had a backup of this. So I am going to be returning this to MAC today. Next, I have the MAC Pro Longwear Waterproof Brow Set, and this is in the shade Brown Ebony, and it is a brow gel. I'm not sure. Well, yeah, you can kind of see some color coming off of the wand there. I absolutely love this stuff for my brows. Whenever I am trying to do just like a little quick everyday look and I don't really want to, you know, sculpt out my brows, you know, and really define my brows, I will just go in with this to fill my brows in a little bit, to fill the sparse areas up a little bit, and this works perfectly. Love this stuff. I will definitely be repurchasing it. Now, the next item is an eyeshadow, and again, I'm not completely finished with this eyeshadow, but this is the eyeshadow in the shade Saddle, and I have been working on this for so long. I have had this eyeshadow, oh my goodness, for probably 2 years, and this is how much I have used up so far. And actually, I included this eyeshadow in my makeup use up 2016 video. This is one of the eyeshadows that I wanted to try to use completely up this year, and this is how much I've used up. As you can see, I really just have the corners left to finish, and I don't know, I may go ahead and just depot this and turn in the container. I also have a brow pencil in the shade Spiked. I'm not sure if this is one of the packaging that can be returned in the Back to Mac program, but I am going to attempt to return this. I already have a backup, so yes, this is definitely going to be a repurchase for me. Another item that was in my makeup use up for 2016 is this paint pot in soft ochre, and this is what it looks like. Now, I haven't used all of this up. I have hit pan on it, and I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up well or not, but there is, you know, there is still some product in here, but it's pretty dry. It's pretty dry. I don't know if you can see on my finger, but it's very patchy at this point because it's kind of dried out. Now, I can possibly try to see if I can revive it, but this I've had again for, I'm pretty sure I've had this for 2 years. It doesn't smell like it has gone bad or anything, but it has dried up quite a bit, and so I think I'm just gonna go ahead on and get rid of this and Back to Mac it. The next thing that I have is this Black Track Gel Liner by MAC. Have not used this up, but I have had it for quite some time. I don't know, and it's starting to have somewhat of, it doesn't smell exactly the same as it did when I first purchased it, and so I'm thinking it may have gone bad a little bit. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see, it's starting to separate. And so that's a good indicator that this has gone bad. And so I am going to return this back to MAC. Now I do have a backup of this, but after I use the backup, I probably won't purchase another one because I have absolutely fallen in love with the gel liner by Inglot. But I do have a backup of this, and I am going to use that backup, but I'm going to be returning this back to MAC. So those are the items that I have used up so far from MAC. I will come back to you guys and show you what lipstick I chose as part of the Back to MAC program, because where I live, the only thing that you can get in exchange for your empties is a tube of lipstick. So I will show you guys what I got, and I will also probably have a little mini MAC haul, so I will see you in a little bit. So as you guys can tell, I absolutely love MAC Fix Plus. However, I did not purchase I did not repurchase any MAC Fix Plus because I do have backups. As a matter of fact, I don't think I repurchased anything that I used up yet because I have backups for everything, with the exception of the MAC Studio Fix Fluid foundation in the shade NC45. I have very little of that foundation left, so I went ahead and picked up another one, and I also purchased another pump. I also picked up another blush from MAC. I picked up the blush in the shade Blunt. I have been wanting to try this blush for a long time as a contour powder. I've heard many good things about this shade, and so I finally picked that up. And this is what it looks like, and I'll go ahead and swatch it, and it's a really nice brown shade. I like it because it doesn't have too much red in it, so I think it's going to work very well as a contour shade for me. So I did pick that up. I also picked up this cream color base, which is basically a cream highlighter in the shade Improper Copper. I don't know, I've been liking cream highlighters lately, so I decided to pick this up, and that's what that highlight looks like. Very subtle, but I have really been enjoying using cream highlighters as a base for my powder highlighters. It makes it last a little bit longer, and it also just gives that powder highlighter a little extra, you know, oomph. Initially, I didn't know what brush to use with cream highlighters, but I found that using a small stippling brush works very well with cream highlighters. So I did pick that up. So the next items that I purchased from MAC are mascaras. I am just about out of mascara. I have to go through my mascaras and get rid of a bunch of them because I'm pretty sure they're expired by now. And so I needed to restock on some mascaras, and MAC came out with a new mascara that I wanted to give a try, and it's called the MAC Insta Curl Lash mascara. And I thought this mascara was so neat. This is the packaging. I love the packaging. I think it's really sleek and pretty. But the unique thing about this mascara is the wand. And so this is what the wand looks like. But here's the fun part. If you turn this little part of the end of the wand, it curves. So you can use the wand either curved like this or straight. And so I thought that was really neat. The other mascara that I purchased from MAC is not new. This is the Extended Play Lash, and I've heard such good things about this mascara. I've been wanting to give it a try, and I finally decided to go ahead and pick it up. and this is what it looks like. A lot of people on YouTube use this mascara for their bottom lashes, and so I did pick this up. So the last two items that I picked up from MAC are brushes. I love MAC brushes, and I have been slowly building my collection of MAC brushes, so I decided to pick up a couple more. And this is the MAC 227, and this is just a very large fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I figured this would be a really good brush to set my eyeshadow primer. I've really been into setting my eyeshadow primer lately, and I figured this would be a really good brush to do that with. It's very soft, it's dense, so I really like this brush. I have used it. I used it today actually, and I like it. I really like it for setting my eyeshadow primer. This will also be good for placing, you know, if you want to just use one color all over your lid, then this would be a good eyeshadow brush for that. You could probably also use this brush to contour your nose. So this brush is definitely going to be a multifunctional brush. The last brush that I purchased from MAC is a fairly new brush to MAC. And the girl pretty much sold me on it. She told me they had just gotten these in stock and how they're always sold out, and so of course I was a sucker and I got it. But it is the MAC 170, and it's basically a kabuki type foundation brush. It's slightly slanted, very soft, very dense. So I cannot wait to give this brush a try. So those are all of the items that I purchased from MAC. Like I said, this is a very small MAC haul. I only picked up a couple of things. I will likely be restocking on some other things. I'm definitely going to pick up a few items from the new releases that are coming out. I went to Walgreens the other day to pick up some things for my grandmother, and of course, being the makeup junkie that I am, I can't even go into Walgreens without checking out the beauty aisle. So anyway, I went there. When I initially saw this makeup bag, I thought it was very pretty. It was turned on this side, and so, you know, the flowers caught my attention. I thought the flowers were very pretty. I really love makeup bags. I collect makeup bags. I have, you know, several of them. I usually always have a makeup bag in my purse, so it caught my attention, but I was like, you know, I'm probably not gonna get it. But when I turned it around and read what it said, I could not leave it in the store. And it says, kindness is always beautiful. Kindness is always beautiful. And Lala wants to bark. Anyway, it costs absolutely nothing to be kind. It costs absolutely nothing to be nice, to be considerate, to, you know, treat people with respect. Kindness is such a beautiful thing. You can meet the most handsome man in the world, the most beautiful girl in the world, but if they are mean and rude, nasty attitude, when I see a person who is pretty on the outside but ugliness is coming out of them, immediately I look at them differently. There is a distinct difference between being pretty and beautiful. Pretty is the appearance, it's the outside, but beautiful, in my opinion, is your character. It's what's in you. Look, I am definitely a makeup junkie, okay? I am a makeup hoarder. I love makeup. I love dressing up. I love, you know, getting all dolled up and being girly, and you know, I love that. But makeup does not define how beautiful I am. Makeup is makeup. You put it on and you wash it off. But what's in you, what you are made of, or what your makeup is inwardly, your character, you can't wash that off. I don't want to just ramble and ramble, but when I saw this makeup bag, it just really kind of made me think about something that I already know, and I felt the need to share it. We look in the mirror and we see, you know, our faces are just beat, and you know, we're just slayed and all of that good stuff, and we're liking how we look when we look at our faces and at our appearance in the mirror. But sometimes when we look in that mirror, we need to look a little bit deeper. What are we truly made of? Before I just ramble and ramble, I do want to say that the Bible does say in Proverbs 31:30 that charm is deceitful and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Makeup is fun, and I want you guys to like my videos, and I hope you enjoy, you know, the looks that I create or the content that I post on YouTube. I hope the product reviews and hauls inspire you and help you make decisions when you're out there trying to shop for beauty products. But ultimately, I don't want to just be pretty. I want to be beautiful inside and out, and I want to make all of you feel beautiful inside and out. I want to make sure that on this channel that I don't lead anyone to believe that the only way you can be beautiful is if you wear makeup, because makeup does not make you beautiful. In my parenting, in my, you know, career on this channel, whether it's dealing with makeup, you know, something as frivolous, I would say, you know, which is just a hobby as makeup, or anything else I do, I want to make sure that I'm not putting out the wrong message, and that ultimately it is understood that I'm more concerned about my character, and I'm more concerned about pleasing God with my lifestyle as opposed to just being pretty. So anyway, I'm just going to end it there because I can go on and on and on. But if you like this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to my channel. I would love to have you a part of my YouTube family. And yeah, so that's all I have. Thank you so much again for stopping by my channel, and as always, remember that you are fearfully and wonderfully made by God, and He loves you. And I'll see you in the next video.